the Mavs and by proxy the New York Knicks, and I think you can probably guess where I'm going there. The Mavs drop they're up 27 against the rebuilt Lakers, the Jared Vanderbilt led Lakers.
Yeah, what a comeback from Jared Vanderbilt. He was making plays.
He was indeed, and again, 6 degrees of Kings. They tried hard to get him and they couldn't. He would look good in a Kings
Seems
uniform,
like half the league did.
no doubt. So the Mavs now have lost 3 out of their last 4 games with Kyrie and Luka playing together. They have another late game. I mean, they have had a disastrous run when it comes to late game situations with Luka and Kyrie. They just have not been on the same page. Kyrie inbounds to Luka, trying to get it. Luka apparently thought he was getting it at the half court line, but Kyrie was trying to lead him into the backcourt. And next thing you know, Vanderbilt breaks it up, and that's it. That's a wrap. Lakers win, and so the Mavs, these early stages of the Kyrie Irving Mavs are not looking great. And it's like, my goodness, you talk about optics. You look up and you say, oh, who is playing pretty well is the New York Knickerbockers, 5 in a row. Since they were pulling this up, I think 18-18, roughly. I'm close. It's in that ballpark around December 31st. They have won 17 out of 26 games. Jalen Brunson in that span averaging almost 29 points a game, about six assists almost, and about 4 boards. I mean, Jalen Brunson, I get it. The Mavs didn't know he was going to take this jump. Nobody knew he was going to take this jump, but the idea that they obviously could have had him next to Luka and should have extended him earlier, like we've talked about countless times. It just looks rougher and rougher, especially considering the Kyrie experiment is not going perfectly so far.
Yeah, wish we had Fred Katz for this Jalen Brunson segment, but
Right.
the Kyrie Luka, I still, as a playoff pairing, they're going to be so dangerous. I mean, we've seen what Luka does in a playoff setting. It's just like kind of a one-on-one threat and score, and we've seen what Kyrie in the LeBron days, the Cleveland days, can be as like that dangerous sidekick next to a big scoring forward, passing forward. So I still would handicap them as one of the larger threats in the West, but they got growing pains. And yesterday, I mean, you can see it late in the game. I can remember one possession where it's like Luka's trying to post up. I believe he has Schroeder on him on a switch, but they're kind of shading a double, and it's just an awkward possession where it's like Kyrie's trying to force feed Luka, and I think in a lot of ways Kyrie's come into this situation like really trying to make it work, and part of that, right, is it's not the, hey, when it's your turn, my turn, I want it to be my turn. It's almost the opposite, right? Like, please, it's your turn. Like, no, like, it's your team, Luka. But that has created this weird, oversharing, and like, they don't know who should attack when, and then suddenly it's late in the clock and it's a step back 19-footer. And I think a large part of the comeback yesterday is like they just wilted offensively, at a time when you would think like that is their advantage, right? To have those two late in games, they should be elite closers, and they're just not there right now.